I love playing Pokemon games. I've been with the series ever since the game's inception all 20 years ago or so, and this year getting two of the hottest games in just over a month and getting one of the best mobile games is extremely addictive. I enjoy it even more. But I'm getting sick of all the news. Hello, I'm Mangakama and welcome to this next rant. Now when I say I'm sick of the news, allow me to explain that. I am hyped for the two games, and getting more information on the subject certainly is welcomed. However, the amount of information given is a little much. We're getting a ton of info on Alolan forms, mechanics, hints of the story, and etc, etc. I get that it's to hype up the games. However, there's a thing called too much information. I could plug my ears and such, but I'd still like to be able to have a little fun as to what to expect. Not too much of everything, mind you. I'd still like to have a little few features to be hidden and ready for players to find on their own. Whether it be new Pokemon, new mechanics, or even something so simple as the characters. It just feels as though they're putting way too much out there at the moment. However, I have to admit, I honestly don't really mind it for the most part. It's just a little concerning. I get that it's for hype. It's to show that Game Freak is putting out a lot into the game. I just hope there's still quite a bit of mystery left in the games for players to discover on their own. But I have another point to this rant. I wouldn't just waste time talking about this. No, what I have real beef with was everyone and their mother making video after video after damn video talking about the news. And this is mirroring a bigger issue of YouTube where there are a ton of bandwagons that people join up just so they can get the views and regurgitate the same information that we know about. And it's really, really annoying. But that is for another video. We are focusing on Pokemon today. Now, I don't have issue with people making theories or that kind of thing based on the new information that we're given. Hell, I'd be a hypocrite if I said that, since I have made a theory based on the information. But making multiple videos on the same information we have, barely putting any effort into the videos, basically just screen recording, showing the video, or even just doing a screen cap with your mouse flowing about, is really lazy and very much just a means to get views and attention. It's essentially milking the information for all it's worth in order to get a few extra views under your belt and basically just using your audience or just trying to prove your audience, hey guys, I got the information first! Watch me! But what's even worse is there are some people who even make up information or use false information just to make it so they can be seeming a lot more important. And it's usually based on little to no reveals. I swear, these videos are practically a virus that are getting worse and worse with each passing day. Now, there are a lot of smaller YouTubers who do this, but there are also a couple of bigger names, one of which I've talked about extensively, and I'm pretty sure you've already guessed, concerning, well, he's kind of searchable. But let's start with someone else who I think is even worse. Forgive me if I mispronounce his name, but Giancarlo Ponmongo 11. I'm just going to call him Gian. Recently he's the guy who posts his countdown series, and I'm not saying he's doing like 1 through 10 countdowns. I'm saying he counts down each day towards the games. Although recently, in the last week or so, he hasn't been putting out one every day. I can pretty much guess he's probably at a convention or something, but whatever. This guy is known for posting countdown series that would something range from 1 minute to over 30 minutes, and would often take fake leaks to garner attention. There are also times that he'd also not credit the artist either when he used them for fan works and creations or even the thumbnails. Either he commissioned the work and not credit the artist, or he'll straight up steal the artwork. And no, I'm not going to bring up the t-shirt wars he had with Tyranitar Tube. That's nothing to do with the rant. But as an artist myself, I find that incredibly scummy. So yeah, he'll also base theories on that fan art. And I realize that this is from half a year ago, but it's still something that needs to be talked about because it's still talking about Sun and Moon information. And you guys may or may not have heard about this, but he once made a video way back in the early years when we didn't have any or practically hardly any information about the games. He made a video basically saying Sun and Moon gameplay footage. Like I said, back earlier this year when we had barely information on the games, with no gameplay footage at all, Gion streamed a show from Japan that he claimed it had gameplay footage. I know you can't see it, but I'm actually doing air quotes. Even though any credible website would tell you otherwise, so when the stream happened, as expected, people felt as though they were being lied to and demanded he change the video or even take it down. As far as I know, he hasn't done either. He tried to put the blame on pretty much everyone else and attempted to pass the buck and bribe his viewers with gift cards. I wish I was making this up, people, but it's out on the internet and he seems to be proud to do it. The second person I want to talk about is Verlisify, and ironically, Verlisify was practically the only person to call out Gian, which is sad on multiple levels considering the amount of BS Gian pulled, and I would have expected this to be a lot more talked about by the Poketubers, or at least call him out on it. Kinda sad, really. But back on topic, he'll take an entire reveal trailer and make countless videos on the matter. Something that most Poketubers will usually cover in a single video, but no! Gotta milk all the Sun and Moon hype and your subscribers' reviews. I remember when he did that hyper training video rant, where he basically made like quite a few videos saying, "Oh, this is the worst thing that'll happen to Pokemon," when we basically had no information on it. As far as I know, he made about 3 videos, maybe more, on the subject, saying it was the worst thing, basically saying that cheaters would take advantage of it, even though, you know, it'll probably take a while because hacking the game, creating cheats, you can't just do it on the fly. It takes a while, at least from what I understand. And frankly, I just find it very annoying that he will actually take like a video and he'll take other information, just put it online without giving any, you know, actual thought, just saying like, "Oh, this means this," and just giving like, "Oh, I just thought this would happen," and then eventually he'll just change it. I remember a couple weeks ago, or maybe even a couple months ago, he made a video saying that Ho-Oh and Lugia would be the legendaries, which would be, you know, kind of stupid for Sun and Moon. I mean, the cover legendaries. That still would be kind of stupid, and frankly, he got on people's cases saying, you know, this could happen, and there was basically hardly any basis for it, except, you know, for the lore of the Pokemon, even though pretty much every single generation has different Pokemon for the cover legendaries, and unless they're like remakes of the previous games, but I'm going off on a tangent. In any case, people keep telling me that Verlis videos and DMs, that he's got some decent content. That's subjective, and frankly, I find him to be, well, I find his content to be complete trash. I'd rather look on Cerebi or just look online myself for information. I realize that this rant has gone a little long and I got off tangent, but I wanted to just make this short rant, just saying that I am excited for Sun and Moon, but holy hell, the amount of people making speculative videos, the amount of people making regurgitated information videos is really, really getting out of hand. It's just ridiculous! I'm Unga Common. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, smash that like button for me, and have a nice day, and remember to examine your fandom.